खुश तो बहुत हो गए आप। दोस्तों, ये डायलॉग हम सभी को मालूम है। ये अमिताभ बच्चन जी का एक एकदम स्पेशल एंड फेमस डायलॉग है। सो दैट सेम डायलॉग also applies today for ITC's shareholders. ITC as a company must be saying to all its shareholders, खुश तो बहुत हो गया आप। दोस्तों, ITC few months back was a matter of joke amongst the uh, business news channels and also few of the analysts. What they used to say in ITC: buy at 220, stop loss 220, upper limit 220. That is how they used to make jokes and fun out of ITC. But now ITC has shown the real metal. ITC has shown the real quality. ITC has shown how strong the company is, how strong the management is, and how strong the financials are. As I mentioned at the beginning of my video, ITC means, according to me, I trust this company. So having said this, let's take a short overview of ITC. ITC has a gross revenue of close to 75,000 crore rupees. This was for year ending 2021. Net profit of 13,000 crore rupees. Last year, 4 million farmers got benefited because of the direct purchases done by ITC from them. दोस्तों, 4 millions means 40 लाख होता है ये आंकड़ा, बहुत बड़ा आंकड़ा है। 6 million sustainable livelihoods, 200 plus manufacturing facilities, including the contract manufacturers. ITC has almost close to 100 plus hotels across 70 locations, 25 FMCG brands, more than 25 FMCG brands. ITC employs close to 37,000 employees. For last 16 years, ITC has been carbon positive. 19 years, water positive. 14 years, solid waste recycling positive. दोस्तों, आईटीसी को जितना पावर लगता है ना, उसमें से 41% ऑफ द एनर्जी इज फ्रॉम रिन्यूएबल. दैट इज व्हाई वी कैन सी हियर दैट आईटीसी इज कार्बन पॉजिटिव. सो दोस्तों, ये है आईटीसी का कंपनी एज अ प्रोफाइल. इतना अच्छा कंपनी का सेटअप है. दोस्तों, आईटीसी कौन से सेक्टर में काम करता है? मेजर इज एफएमसीजी, जिसमें ऑलमोस्ट क्लोज टू 70% बिजनेस कम्स फ्रॉम सिगरेट सेल्स एंड रेस्ट इज अदर एफएमसीजी गुड्स. ये इनमें से बहुत से ब्रांड हम लोगों को ऑलरेडी मालूम है. आईटीसी इज ऑल्सो प्रेजेंट इन होटल इंडस्ट्री एंड पेपर इंडस्ट्री, then packaging industry. ITC is also present in IT industry and ITC is also present in agriculture business. तो चलिए देखते हैं कंपनी का फिनेंशियल परफॉर्मेंस कैसा रहा पिछले 2 सालों में, जिसमें हम लोग प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी देखेंगे, जिसमें हम लोग बैलेंस शीट देखेंगे, जिसमें हम लोग कैश फ्लो देखेंगे, और ये जानने की कोशिश करेंगे कि ये परफॉर्मेंस में ऐसा क्या खास है कि मार्केट इतना 10-10, 15-15% से नीचे आया है, बट आईटीसी शेयर प्राइस इज कंटिन्यूअसली इंक्रीजिंग. So let's see the financials and decide for ourselves whether this increase in the share price is also sustainable in future or not. So let's see the financials. दोस्तों, ये कंपनी का रेवेन्यू एक्सेप्शनली गुड है considering the difficult times that the market was in. Growth of 15% quarter on quarter in the revenue and yearly basis 23% is, according to me, exceptionally good. Profit as a percentage of revenue also is good, even though we see a marginal drop here. Yearly basis from 33.8% to 31.8%, that is a drop of 2%. And quarter on quarter also we can see a drop of 1%. But in absolute value, substantial, which would nullify the effect of lower profit percentage as a revenue. Friends, most interesting thing here is I have deliberately put these two factors here. Friends, when I analyze all the elements of cost, I saw more or less in line with the revenue. But what I liked most is this finance cost. This is nothing but the interest payout on the loan taken by the company. Here you can see there is hardly any interest payout. That means company is a debt-free company. And depreciation, if we see depreciation, there has been an increase of 5% year on year and 14% quarter on quarter. That means company is aggressively doing investments in innovations, in new products, in new plant and machinery, in new technology, which is good as far as the future of the company is concerned. EPS also 3.4, even though there has been a drop in the profit as a percentage of revenue, we can see here the EPS has gone up substantially. Quarter on quarter, it has gone up by 11%, and year on year, it has gone up by 16%. Now we come to the most interesting part and the part which I like the most, that is the balance sheet. And within balance sheet, handling of working capital. You can see here in bigger letter, super working capital management, 100 out of 100 marks. We can see here inventories. These are year-end inventories. Revenue has gone up by 23%, but one can see here inventories have gone up by just 4%. And if I calculate the inventory days, then there has been a substantial reduction of 11 days in the current year with respect to previous year. Previous year inventory days were 71, as against that ITC is at just 61 days. That is 2 months inventory only they are carrying for running such a big business. It's really very creditable. And if we talk about receivables, receivables have also gone down by 3 days from 17 in previous year to 14 in current year. Cash flow also, there has been a substantial increase in the current year. Current year cash flow has increased by 26%, which is an increase of almost close to 3,250 crore rupees. As we saw already, debtors and inventories have gone down, resulting in a increase in the cash flow. Here we can see receivables with respect to previous year have gone down by 732 crores and inventories have gone down by 466 crores. Payables also have gone down. That is why I said super working capital management. Otherwise, most of the companies, what they do at the year end, they hold back the payments of their vendors, their creditors, which benefits them in the cash flow management. But here we can see assets also have been reduced and payables also have been reduced. And last but not the least, dividend payout for the year ended March 22 was close to 13,800 crores, which is 67% of the profit that they earned. And one can also see this EPS is almost equal to the yearly dividend payout that ITC has been making. So to summarize, I would say super working capital management, inventory days, substantial reduction, receivable days also just 14 to 15 days. मुझे लगता है ये benchmark receivable days होगा in this type of industry, and dividend almost equal to EPS. अभी segmental revenue देखते हैं दोस्तों. ये जो FMCG sector है that is contributing to almost close to 64% of the revenue in the current quarter. Year on year, if we see, FMCG is 65% of total turnover. Last year it was 70%. That means company is now focusing more on other segments, not only on FMCG, but company is also focusing on other segments. We can see here year on year growth is almost close to 45%. In other segments, company would have hotel business, company would have paper and allied business, and then also IT business. So it's quite evident that company is more focusing now on business other than FMCG also. Friends, ITC has a very strong bonus history as well. Almost in 40 years, ITC has given the bonus 8 to 9 times. That means every 5 years, ITC is giving the bonus. The latest bonus was in 2016, one equity share for every 2 equity shares held. So ITC's bonus, according to me, I am only speculating, but in next year or maybe also in the current year, we may see another bonus announcement. But this is only a guess and my point of view. दोस्तों, ITC is known for highest dividend paying company in the sector. Every year they are paying almost close to 11 to 12 rupees as dividend. In fact, in their policy also, they have very clearly mentioned that maximum portion of the profit they would distribute amongst the shareholders. So in yesterday's meeting also, ITC has recommended a final dividend of 6.25 rupees per ordinary share of rupees 1 each. And the record date for this dividend is 28th of May 2022. That means if one is holding the shares till this date, he is going to get 6.25 rupees as dividend. This is over and above the interim dividend that was paid in February 2022. So here we can see almost close to 11.5 rupees dividend has been paid for current year. दोस्तों आज के फॉलिंग मार्केट में ITC is the only stock which has remained in positive from the opening itself. Today Nifty and Sensex both almost fall by 2.5% to 3%. Fall in Nifty was close to 430 points. But if we see the performance of ITC, we can see here it opened at around 263 levels, and then there has been a continuous buying right from the opening stage. Almost for half an hour there was continuous buying. Then the price remained steady for the complete day till market ended in negative. Market to end हुआ negative 2.5%, but we can see here ITC share was the strongest in the market with 9 rupees gain, and in terms of percentage 3.35% up in this falling market, in this uncertain market. If we see yearly performance also, ITC has gone up by 33%. Friends, on year-to-day basis, Nifty has fallen by 10 percentage point, and since last 2 months also Nifty is continuously falling, but it's only ITC that is remaining positive in these difficult market times. Share price has gone up by close to 70 rupees, which amounts to 33% with respect to same period previous year. If we talk about other parameters, ITC is a low beta stock. ITC is just 0.85%. Price to earning is 22.92, whereas sector price to earning, sector means all the companies put together in FMCG sector, their price to earning is 24.96. That means there is a still considerable potential for ITC's share price to go up. Market cap is close to 34,000 crore rupees. Book value is close to 48 rupees, and price to book comes to 5.76, which is also very low as far as the sector is concerned. Friends, dividend yield is 3.9%, which is just below bank FD interest rate, and EPS for current year has been at around 12 rupees. Face value of share is 1 rupee. So this was as far as stock performance is concerned. दोस्तों, according to me, ITC is a SIP stock for next 2 to 3 years. No doubt, ITC is at 52-week high now, but still, I feel there is lot of strength still left in ITC, and one can invest by way of SIP in the ITC stock. If market continues to fall, and with that negativity, if ITC share also falls, it would be right time to add or make a new investment, make a fresh investment in ITC share. Another strategy would be accumulate on every drop, on every dip. ITC share can be bought. I am also going to do the same thing. If anyone is already holding ITC at 220, 240, 250, 260, no need to book profit. I feel one should hold on to ITC share. And if demerger is announced, it's not confirmed, but if any news comes with respect to demerger, I feel there would be a substantial rise in the ITC's share price. Upside potential I see up to rupees 440 along with the demerger news, of course, and one can keep a stop loss. If at all stop loss has to be applied, then at around 220 rupees stop loss can be placed. But for me, this stop loss is only statistical. My holding, I'm not going to sell even if ITC falls below 220. I would add further quantities. Disclaimer, friends, this is not a recommendation to buy ITC share. This video should be only considered as education and knowledge sharing purpose. ITC के शेयर में मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ, that I have tried to explain in this video. दोस्तों, ये था मेरा knowledge sharing video on ITC share as to what I am going to do as far as ITC shares are concerned. तो अगर आपको ये मेरे वीडियो का कंटेंट पसंद आया है तो मेरे वीडियो को YouTube पे ज़रूर लाइक कीजिएगा, मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा। ऐसे ऐसे और इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक के ऊपर मैं वीडियोस डालने वाला हूँ। So thank you very much for your time. Please subscribe to my channel Accounting by Apte A+A. See you in next video.